Wants to throw on first. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Just keeps slinging it. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quick give. It's Morgan. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennsaw State. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction.
Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. Tells the run, wants to pass. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says,
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. Going downfield for the big play. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Kennsaw State.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Drops back on first down. It's dropped after taking the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Out wide right, it's Johnson. At the 40, there he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to Williams over the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Gonna look downfield again. He's got it on the move. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. He'll bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Ollie, what do you have?
Here on the Owls sideline, during that last drive, their starting quarterback set a new school record for passing yards, and the sideline made sure to celebrate him. There is so much energy, enthusiasm. They're patting him on the back, patting him on the helmet, guys. He's had to leave his helmet on because he's getting so much love and congratulations. We'll see if he can go back out there and make even more history here today. Guys?
Ollie, thank you. Kennsaw State right back to work. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
2nd and long here. Looking downfield, it's Collins. Holds on, it's Gary. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
With the catch, it's Booker. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Runs for the tackle. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. At the end of quarter one. Let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the air, it's Collins. Still looking. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Well, just a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Wants to throw on first. Finds his tight end. Quick step and go. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Complete on the left to Williams. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Drops back on first down. Fires to the wideout. That's caught by Williams. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And that is incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And the Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Right side, it's Johnson. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kennsaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He'll be dropped. Kennsaw State right back to work. The tight end gets the handoff on 3rd and short. You don't see that every day. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. No huddle offense to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Crack down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. To throw, it's Collins. Left side, it's Booker. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the Owls will try to pick it up on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. On the move. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. This Kennsaw State offense is on the move. On the draw, it's Morgan. Nice move to pick up yardage. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Sells to run, looking to pass. They're all over it. Big sack. This defense all over it. This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves them with 2nd and 20. From the gun. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morgan. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Johnson.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
2nd down, going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Over the middle, it's Williams. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Long way to go on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. Couldn't set his feet.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Fires to the tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st. Fires to the wideout. Caught by Williams on the left. There he goes. All the way. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Morgan. There he goes. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Kennsaw State right back to work.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yard.
Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. And the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Caught in the backfield. It's Gary. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Owls! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Hits inside, it's Savage. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it back to him. Enough to move the chains. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking for a gap, it's Savage. Makes a man miss. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Working the ground game. At midfield, he's got room. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Kennsaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Jacksonville State's head coach told me coming out of the locker room. Coach reminded his team in the locker room that this is a moment that they can claim some redemption. They've got a lead right now on the road. They lost this game the last time the two teams met, but this is their moment to put their foot down. He said, I want us to come out with the most energy we've had all game. Even though we've got a lead, this is where we set the tone for dominance down the stretch. Reese?
Okay, Holly. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Danzy. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Looking down the middle. Going right back to Williams. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Moving the pocket, it's Collins. Rushes on. Going to try to get it himself.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself, baby.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. They give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Gamecocks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Look out. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And it started with their offense. They put them in a bye, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this third quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennsaw State offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Tight end now in motion. Oh, pressure's coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Second and long here. To the air, it's Collins. Looking to the big tight end. tosses it incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. They give it to him again. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Plows his way ahead. Oh, he's got some space. The 40, at the 30. He's at the 10, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Stop right there.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Back to throw. It's Collins. Out wide right, it's Gary. Could not make his way to the corner.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
He's going to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Kennsaw State will have to punt this one away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. The run inside. It's Savage. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And it's been fun to watch them feature this guy. Like, they understand they can run the football. They understand how good he is, and just they've owned the line of scrimmage. They've sprinkled in some pass. Like, this offense has done a really good job staying balanced, but featuring one of their better players.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Right back to the well. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Keeps it moving. It's Savage. Down he goes.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Turning it on. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Straight ahead, it's Savage. He's got the first down. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. There he goes to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And he makes the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Into the end zone. You don't give a hoot. Kennsaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day.
And it's blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
Jacksonville State, 58. Kennsaw State, 20.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Jacksonville State sideline, this quarterback has been absolutely spectacular today. Over 400 yards passing late in the game with this big lead. We're curious to see how long the coaches keep him out there, but from what I can see on the sideline, he wants to continue to play. There is so much momentum and chemistry down here. This offense continues to roll, and it is a blast to watch these guys interact down here on the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Running inside, it's Savage. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And I love the aggressiveness and physicality.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll run it on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. So going for it on fourth down is one thing. Quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get their quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option, but not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a three-point stance and drive off the ball, and it works out.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick give, it's Savage. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick give. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Number 37, set to kick off.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, we're about to see this Kennsaw State offense go back to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
He breaks a tackle. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here.